Hi my lovely friends. So if you had any doubts about Harvey Adelson's involvement in the murder of Dan Markel, then you've come to the right place. Just before I start, quick disclaimer, my name's Dawn, you found Lounge Bar Crime. Everything that I say in this video is from my own research, it's my opinion and it's for entertainment purposes only. That out of the way, let's get on it. Right, so as the thumbnail suggests, I'm going to talk about Harvey Adelson and his involvement. I have done a brief one of these before, but we're going to go at it more thorough because we've got a lot more now, haven't we? So, right, let's start on... I haven't really got these in any particular order, but let's go anyway. So, one of the first things that, and I have mentioned this before, that highlighted something for me was with Harvey Adelson was the way he treated Jeffrey Lacasse. If you remember, Jeffrey Lacasse mentioned that he went to a bit of an event with Wendy. I can't remember what the event was, where Harvey was there. All Wendy's family was going to be there, friends' family. But Harvey was there with Donna. And obviously Wendy turns up with Jeffrey Lacasse. Now, Jeffrey Lacasse says that I think they gave a bit of a nod, you know, like a hi sort of thing, but they didn't actually come over and, you know, have a conversation. Now, I'm not sure at this stage whether they'd already met him briefly before when he was picking Wendy up and they was babysitting. Either way, that wouldn't make any difference because in either situation, they still should have come over and said hi. Now, say for instance that Donna didn't want to go over because she knew that the murder was going to happen, because this was before Dan Markel was murdered. So, say for instance, you know, she knew but Harvey didn't. Then why didn't Harvey just go over? Or why didn't Harvey turn to Donna? I mean, we know he's a bit of a wet. I'm not sure he's that much of a wet, to be honest. But why wouldn't he turn to Donna and say, are we going to go over there to, and, you know, speak with Jeff, with Wendy? It's only polite. Why would you just not make that effort? Even, say Wendy didn't know. Why would you still not do it to make Wendy happy? Well, for one, Donna didn't care about how Wendy felt because Wendy and Donna both knew. The only question in this video is whether Harvey knew. And of course he knew, because otherwise he would have gone over without them. Well, not without Wendy. Wendy was with him, but without Donna, he would have gone over there and said, you know like dads do. Hello. You know what I mean? He would have done all that. He didn't. He stayed stood with his missus under the thumb, doing as he was told. He didn't go over. So the only reason he didn't go over was because he knew, like Donna knew, like Wendy knew, what Jeffrey Lacasse was there for. He was the fall guy, and they all knew that at that event. Right, let's get on to the next one. Right, this bribe. I know I keep going on about this bribe. This three-way with Wendy. I know I put it in the video with regards Wendy being the maestro, which she is the maestro. And I did say about Wendy saying on the stand that the bribe was three ways. It was a mum, a dad and Charlie. That was the three ways. And I told you in that video how Charlie didn't say that. Charlie said it was his mum and dad, him, and he was going to lend the money to Wendy. Right, for this bribe. Just putting that aside a minute. Say for instance, Wendy was telling the truth, okay, and she wasn't in that, and it was Harvey, Donna and Charlie. And this video, again, it's about Harvey not being involved, so Harvey didn't know. So that means it would have really been Donna and Charlie. So Donna, if it was three ways, as Wendy said, with a mum and dad, and Harvey didn't know, when Donna would have had to put 666,000 in. I don't know if I've explained that properly. I think you're gonna get me. I know that you are. So either way, there's something wrong there, isn't there? But Charlie did say that Wendy was involved in that, so we can throw that aside. But even so, where was Donna going to tell Charlie, or what was Donna going to tell Harvey what the 333,000 was for? Yeah, it's to bribe Dan Markel, which everybody knows that Dan Markel wouldn't accept that. But at that stage, Donna knows that Harvey's money is all right for the picking. She knows she can use Harvey's money for whatever she wants. That doesn't mean to say Harvey isn't going to ask, what's happening with this? Where's it going? Because he just wouldn't. Harvey's too much of a businessman. He's into business, he's into stocks, he's into shares, he watches investments, he watches his money grow, he don't watch his money disappear with Donna. So he is going to miss 333,000. And even if he says, yeah, that's okay, you can do that, it still doesn't fit. It still doesn't fit afterwards, even if you talk about the extortion. Because with the extortion, it's weirdly enough, the extortion was for 250,000 of Charlie. So, and he didn't have that amount, which is funny, isn't it, that the extortion was the same amount as the bribe. I think what I'm trying to say is, any man that's in investments, is taking care of the family, is willing to give up 333,000 or 666,000, it doesn't fit his profile to then be innocent in the rest of everything that's going on in this murder case. So we know from Catherine McBanower that on July the 18th, 2014, Donna and Harvey both drive over to Charlie's house. Now we know that through the cell phones, through the contact, through the maths, all that. We've heard all that in court. Charlie denies all this, of course, but we're not on that today. We're on about Harvey. So, first of all, what did Harvey think he was going over to Charlie's for with Donna? It doesn't matter at this stage whether they went inside, because Charlie said they didn't even come in the house. It doesn't matter whether they went inside or they stayed outside. What did Charlie think he was going there for at that time of the night? Because I think it was something like, I don't know, between midnight, 1 o'clock, something like that, in the morning, early hours. I don't know if I've got it wrote down. I'm terrible with my notes. I need to improve. And I just read it and then try and remember it all. Anyway, it was stupid o'clock in the morning anyway. So what did he think he was doing? Don't forget, we're going back a few years now. So, he wasn't that old then. It's not like he was just doddering around, following her around. So what did he think he was going there for? And don't forget, this is when they took the laundered money. Where was it when Donna was washing all this money, laundering the money? You know what makes me laugh about this? That you've got a couple here or a family here that have laundered money possibly for decades, and they don't understand what laundering money is. And they actually do it. And then when you tell them to do it, they don't know how to do it. She goes and puts it in the washing machine. Anyway, right, let's get off that. Anyway, so let's go with Charlie's lie that they didn't actually go in the house. Okay, so they stayed outside. So she's got, £100,000 to hand over to Charlie. What did she say to Harvey when she was handing over that money? Turn away, don't look. Go and hide. So they were outside. Go and hide behind that car. Or did she say to Charlie, let's go behind this bush? I don't think they realise that how ridiculous. And if they didn't do that exchange of funds outside, because Charlie's insistent that they didn't go in the house. If they did go in the house, did Donna say, Harvey, you go in the kitchen while I count this money out to Charlie? or Charlie, me and you'll go in the kitchen, Harvey, you stay sat there. Well, you know, I just go and talk to Charlie in private, actually. It's nothing to do with you. You just stay there. You just drove me here. That's all you're here for. And obviously I'm using your money. They sound, when it's they've actually got them there. They've got the phones there. And they'll deny it. And Donna's going to do the same. We'll get on to Donna. But Donna's going to do the same. She's going to deny that any of this, or that the information isn't correct. Like Wendy does. The transcripts isn't correct. I don't know how Georgie didn't throw the book at her. It's like that. Do you want to show me which bit's wrong? Honestly, oh. But anyway, so what did Harvey think he was there for? You know, like, I'm here at stupid o'clock in the morning, we're outside. What are we here for? Oh, well, we're just passing. So we're just going to see how Charlie is. It didn't make sense at all. You know, she wouldn't have been able to, if you didn't know, she wouldn't have been able to hand that money over. She wouldn't have been able to have laundered it, count it, give it to Charlie, and all that. Because I don't know how long they was there, but none of that makes sense. The only thing that makes sense with that is he got her the money, the ka-ching, and gave it to her for her to give the money to Charlie. So none of it makes sense. Right, let's move on. The no-show job that Catherine McBanower did. All the checks. $407 they were paying her. And I think there was 44 checks or 40 odd checks. I know it came to around about $18,000. Even though they're rolling in it, let me tell you, $18,000 to them is still a lot of money to give away. It's all right to, you know, go and spend on a holiday sort of thing. That's not a lot for them. But to actually just see it going out of their account, $18,000 doesn't go out of Harvey Adelson's account without him knowing. He doesn't see checks like that go out. Again, I'll say, he deals in stocks and shares, and you know when that happens, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people that deal in things like that, money's so logical to them. They just look at an account and it's like, boom, everything clicks in, and something that's wrong, it jumps out at them straight away. Because normally people that invest are obviously, they're pretty smart. I've done it myself a little bit. Oh, all right, I weren't very good at it, obviously. But seriously, people that do that, it jumps at them straight away. That's how they're good at it. And I believe the Adelsons are. And yet, she's writing checks out left, right and centre. And then you've got the car. He sells the car. Now, wasn't Wendy driving around in a bit of an old banger? Why didn't he give it Wendy?
Excuse me?
You know, why has he sold her, what was it, for 1,700 or something like that? And at the time, McBanower was saying it had a lot of faults on it. So what, part exchange it? Why is he doing favours for McBanower at this stage? Because at this stage, I don't even think she was with Charlie then, or she wasn't with him properly. So why is he still doing favours for her? She's nobody to him. She's just one of his girlfriends. So, and why is Donna doing favours? Why is Donna writing checks? Donna's writing checks and Harvey doesn't know nothing about her. It doesn't make sense. Let's keep going. Now, here's one that I need your help on, and I'm honestly not just saying it. I really do need your help on this, because I have literally looked for days and cannot find this. So I've got a feeling it was about the Matsui tape with Harvey Adelson and Charlie Adelson. So let me rewind a minute. When I was thinking about all the things, what can they get Harvey on? What can they do? But this is what changed it for me. This is what made me think, right, we've got you. Well, Georgia Kappelman's got you. Because one of the judges, and I don't know if it was Hankinson or Wheeler, was listening to one of the tapes. I can't remember who was in the courtroom. I just remember this judge saying, it's not necessarily what they say, it's also what they don't say. And the minute he said that, and I don't know why I didn't tape that or make a note of it, but from that, the minute that was said by the judge, I thought, right, well, it's quite obvious because of all the things. It's like all the things Wendy didn't say, you know, take me to Dan. So, because I never thought that they could do that in court. Until the judge said that, I actually thought, oh, they can only go off what they hear. But apparently that's not the case, because I distinctly heard that judge say, it's not only what they say, it's also what isn't said. So I'm just hoping somebody will be able to say, Dawn, it was this judge and he said it on this day. But I'm telling you, he said it, because that for me changed the whole picture with regard to Harvey. From then on I thought, well, that's it, they've got him then. Because and the reason why I think it was around the Matsui tape is because Harvey was on that, and as we've all said, he wasn't shocked, he wasn't asking questions, he wasn't saying, what are you talking about? He wasn't doing all this. So his conversations didn't make sense. But I don't know if I'm put in one situation with the Matsui tape with the next to the judge and thinking they was both at the same time. I really don't know. But yeah, it's what Harvey didn't say on that tape. So, which we've all said, he was quite comfortable in that conversation, saying, well, obviously Charlie was saying, they don't normally do it like this, and he was talking about going to the woman first, and there was a lot, and it wasn't shocked, it wasn't anything. Even if Charlie had told him the night before, and they'd gone to the restaurant to talk about it, he would have still been et up, but he wasn't. He was very, very calm, very, very calm. So yeah, that's going down in my book as well. Please try and, if anybody know, I'm sure people that do the tape, a lot of people that do the wiretaps and things like that, they might know. Lifestyle, fancy fiction, yeah, they might have heard it, but it wasn't actually on the tape. This is what happened in court, but it was to do with the tape, and that's why I'm thinking that they might know. But just help me out, please. Okay, let's move on. Oh, just let me interrupt this video just 1 minute, just to let you know that there's just a little titchy button down there. It's got light rope next to it. If you just hit that for me, and then if you just want to go over to the subscribe, thank you. So if Harvey Adelson had nothing to do with it, and he believed his son had nothing to do with it, and they believe in the law, as Wendy says. Shut up about Wendy, Dawn. They all believe in the law, and it'll all come out in the wash, pardon the pun. Then why did he start buying Charlie's businesses and stocks and shares and property and all that lot? Why was he buying that 10 to the dozen dead quick? We all say without Mag Banua this couldn't have happened. Without any one of them it couldn't have happened. Without Whinging Wendy. Oh, there's a name for her. Whinging Wendy.
Excuse me?
I might put that as my next thumbnail. Whinging Wendy. Mag Banua. Obviously the hitmen. Donna interfering. Charlie pressing buttons and going to his thug of a girlfriend that he had to go and find first. But without all of them, without Harvey's money, this wouldn't have gone anywhere. This wouldn't have gone anywhere. Maybe there's a possibility Charlie could have paid for it himself, but I don't think, I honestly, don't think Charlie would have come up with all this without being pushed by Wendy, in turn, then Donna. So every one of them are responsible. I know that you know all that anyway, but without Harvey's ka-ching, all the finances, all there, and all the money in all the safes that they had, cash that they had, they always had readies available. Harvey in particular, Harvey's shown Charlie what to do. Then obviously Charlie starts taking over the reins, starts investing, building up, you know, all his own investments and loads of money, and then he's stacking it away as well. So without any of them, they wouldn't have been able to do it. If she was married to somebody that was on the straight and narrow, that would have said, like, what do you think you're doing? Or like, why are you offering a bribe to Dan Markel? Don't you dare. And whose money are you going to use? You're not going. Don't you dare offer to use my money for things like that. It wouldn't have gone any further because Harvey was involved. She's not done all that off her own back. She's not dipped into his wallet. Right, keep going. So, why did Harvey not go to court to see his son? Like I've said, and a lot of us have said, wild horses wouldn't have kept me from my son, no matter where he was. Prison, court, yeah. And he's not been he didn't go anywhere near the courts, he didn't go anywhere near the prison. All you can hear, in fact, when he's on the phone, when Donna's on the phone with Charlie, you can hear Harvey in the back. Yeah, we're here, Charlie. Oh, I know you do, Charlie. You know, like the odd word. Charlie doesn't want to speak to his dad because his dad's there for that. You know, come together, let's put our funds together. He likes to speak to his mother because she's as much an idiot as he is. And he knows that, I think, you know, she feeds his narcissism and he feeds hers. They all feed each other. They're a family. I don't even talk about narcissism and things like that because, like I've said in the past, I don't know enough about it, but I have read up on it for this case, and they are narcissists and they have fed each other, definitely. And this is why they're all, which I call delusional. They're oblivious, totally oblivious to how they sound. They haven't got a clue how they sound. Harvey, we've yet to see him in action. I mean, like little bits of him, he looks like that he's trod all over, but I believe he's got a reputation that is not at all. That, you know, when I was talking to you before about his money, he doesn't hand it over. I mean, I don't think there's many cases that he's had where he hasn't tried to claim the money back from the solicitors, from the lawyers, because they haven't done this right or haven't done that right. That's Harvey. That's how he gets his money. Anyway, so yeah, he doesn't go to court. He doesn't go to court to see his son, and he doesn't go to prison to see his son. What? I mean, I can't even fathom that at all. So for all that in this clique together, apart from Wendy, because she's using her head, WhatsApp, all that, that, you know, they're in this clique together, when really, I think out of all of them, there's only Charlie who's like, he's like the dumb one, isn't he? There's only Charlie that's trying to play ball with the others and not drop them in it. When really, Charlie, you're stupid, because Wendy's dropping you like a bouncing ball, and you want to open your eyes, but that's for another time. But they're like that in crime, and yet really in life, like I said, with the prison and all this lot and the courts, they're detached. Where does any of them give a care about them two boys of Dan Markel's? I say Dan Markel's because Wendy's not spent enough time with him, from what I can gather, in my opinion. You know, even Donna suggests that as well on the wiretaps, that, you know, she's like the babysitter. Well, that's what she wanted, so whatever. But yeah. And then finally, why was Harvey going to the airport with Donna? If he had nothing to do with it, why did he not say to Donna, listen, this has gone far enough and I'm out of here? You know, if he found out she was using his money or trying to use his money with Charlie to do all this, why did he not say, listen, there's your passport, get on your way, because I'm out of this. I've had enough. If this has all been going on and you as part of that, then goodbye. Those kids haven't got a father. But he didn't. He went to the airport with her. What? Because he believes the story that she spun that I'm innocent, but they don't believe me. What? He's that naive? He's not naive. He's not naive. He's with her. He's around her every day. Because he only works a couple of days from what I can gather. So he was around her every day. And at times she was in the office. So he can hear all that. Do you know what? Even though children could hear them telephone calls that Donna was having with Charlie, you can hear the kids playing in the background in some of it. So he's oblivious to everything that's been going on for almost 10 years. Sorry. No. And do you know what? Just let me finish on this. You know, at the airport, you know, when he said, oh, I'm coming with her. Honestly, I just wish they could have said, you're right, okay then, we'll put you in that other car and then put that camera on and chatted to him all the way to the station. Well, where was you going? When was you coming back? Obviously, they can't just do that. But I just wish they could have said, yeah, that's okay, but you can't come in the same vehicle. We'll put you in the vehicle behind. Put that camera on and chatted, just to see, so we can get a gist of how he's going to be. Oh, that it's just dreams for me. You know, I'm just thinking, oh, wouldn't that have been great? But anyway, yeah. So anyway, right. So I'm going to go. So there are a lot of the main reasons that his story just doesn't add up at all. It doesn't make sense. Not saying that Donna didn't grind him down. You know, about Wendy and, you know, oh, she's being mistreated by him, or I don't know what his reasons was, but he definitely was part of it. But yeah, just before I go, don't forget, if you do know which judge said that, honestly, I'd really appreciate you just telling me. So yeah, it was Hankinson or Wheeler, I don't know, but anyway. And on that note, I'm going to sign off. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to press the like button. You can see a recent video that I've done on Wendy, who I believe is the maestro in all this. And yeah, stay tuned. Lots more coming up. And on that note, I'm going to say, stay safe, good night, but take care. Okay, bye.